Hi, welcome to HeKate's Crossing. We're going to do another episode of Tarot Guidance by Tarot Oracle with his Waterfall Tarot as well. So what I'm going to do is look at the numerology. Okay, so you can pull out all your ones and all your twos. Today we're just going to look very quickly at the threes, and you can do this with all the numbers as you go through them. But I'm only going to share with you the numbers 3, which talk about creation, thinking, social interaction. Now for me, 3, straight away I'm thinking about the Empress, which is talking about birth and fertility, beauty and abundance, that sort of thing. But we're talking about creation. So creativity, new birth. I really don't see the whole new birth concept here, except for obviously the Empress. Okay, so the Empress is definitely about creation, about the birth, a new birth of something. Okay, I still don't, the more of a party. So then we've got the Three of Cups, which is talking about a party or celebration. Okay, so there is a sense of creation evidence here. Our Empress is creating life. The world is creating a space for all those creatures and people on the fringe of his ring. Okay, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so we've got the Three of Pentacles here. Has created a building for people to admire. Creation stays. New birth is out. Just don't argue semantics, just stay with me here. Then communications to the list. I also see thinking within the hanged man. So here we've got thinking here, perspectives, with the Three of Wands, okay, and the Three of Swords. Three of Three of Pentacles. I think he means Three of Swords. I'm not sure about that one. Okay, brains are churning. Add thinking to our list. Lastly, a lot of social interactions are going on here. The Empress is a mother figure. Okay, go back to the Empress here. So we're just reading through this and his own thoughts, and then I'll go through and have a look at what I feel when I look at all these cards as well. Okay, so the Empress is a mother figure able to cradle her kids and manage fights between her two sons, while the world is interacting with those characters around the circle, while the people gathered around our Three of Pentacles are discussing how cool this new building is. Then of course we've got our Three of Cups with the party going on. And the total loss of social interaction, wanting to be alone, we feel is heartbroken by the Three of Swords. The social interactions gets promoted onto the very active number 3. Okay, so we've read through T.O.'s thoughts in regards to creation thinking, and I can see that, and I totally agree with where he's coming from for here. But let's take another look at these threes. Okay, so for me, so let's look at just some keywords just really quickly without sort of going too much into the book, but I can see where he's coming from. So the Empress we see as being creativity, birth, the motherhood, the fertility, the abundance and the bounty, you know, things coming into fruition as such. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean even though it's a great pregnancy card, it doesn't always mean pregnancy as in a new baby or anything like that. It could be a birth of a project or something like that, it's a creative force. And maybe, you know, when we're talking about motherhood, doesn't necessarily mean a physical mother. It could be a mother figure as such, the essence of mothering others. Don't forget to take care of oneself. Okay, so we've got the Hanged Man here, which is about perspectives. Okay, it's about looking at things from a different angle, and you can say that sort of definitely talks about thinking here. about communicating his thoughts by looking at things from a different perspective, looking outside the box. Okay, because the 4 here is like 4 angles, 4 perspectives, 4 directions, the sides of a box. Okay, and then you've got the world here, which to me is about new cycles. So you're leaving behind the old and you're birthing into the new, creating the new. Creation, creating the new. Okay, so let's have a look at these. Okay, we've got 3 of Cups, which talked about parties and celebrations. Okay, and spending time with like-minded friends, spending time in a group. Again, we've got this group here, if you like, even though I know it's only 2 people in this card, 3 people in the card. So I suppose, yes, it's again, you've got that group aspect again, and you're creating something to be admired by using your skills and abilities, recognizing your skills and abilities in that way as well. Okay, so then you've got isolation here. You're alone, looking ahead towards your goals, your dreams. That's interesting. Yeah, and then you've got your heartbreak, your sorrow, your feeling of being betrayed. Okay, so it's trials and tribulations. So again, we've got that sense of creating. For me, 3s is that sense of being birthed into something new, creating something new, expanding, developing within oneself in something new. So finding all those words that 3s could mean in different ways, like in some playing card messages as well. 3s can be about trials and tribulations. Again, in TDM can be about trials, challenges coming in. So those challenges could be coming in. So that's where that 3 of Swords come in quite strongly there. Maybe there's a challenge to move into your goals or the direction that you're actually moving in. Hence, there's a pause for a moment. So interesting to look back on 3s and sort of gather some insight by what was said in the book, and then by and we're talking only the numerology aspect as well. So we're talking about creation, thinking, and social interactions is Tarot Oracle's numerology aspects in regards to 3s. So interesting. So 3s, yeah. Creation, thinking, and social interaction. So 3 of Wands is Son of Aries. Oh, so you can get into the more astrological aspects as well. With Sun and Aries, establish strength. 3 of Cups is Mercury and Cancer, which is about abundance. 3 of Swords is Saturn and Libra, which is sorrow. And 3 of Coins, Mars and 8 Capricorn, material works. Okay, so there's some more things to sort of think about as you sort of go through looking at the 3s. So we've got established strength, abundance, sorrow, and material works. So material aspects. So you've got sorrow, abundance, established. So you're establishing your strength in some way. So these are things you're just sort of going over, reading the book, thinking about, and moving through this process. This is going to take a few days to sort of assimilate, and this will be something that I'm going to keep looking at and keep going over in my mind. It might just take a few days. It's no hurry. Don't have to rush through trying to remember everything. We're just doing a little bit at a time with the book. With any tarot book that you have and you're working through it, don't try and rush and learn everything. Don't learn all the numbers. We're just focusing on the 3s today And I'm just going through and thinking, okay, this is about creativity, creating something. It is about thinking about something, and it's about interacting with other people. Some of the keywords involved with these cards. We're also thinking about this sense of established strength, abundance, sorrow, and something to do with work. Now, what did he say in regards to work? See, again, I haven't quite got this all in my head. I'm still sort of needing to go through it. It's definitely about working in a team. I know it's about groups. So yeah, I'm going to have to go back and have a look at the book and see where I'm at with it all. So much information coming through. We're talking about numerology. Material works, that's it, material aspects. What do you think about that? Material. Okay, so that's interesting to sort of keep going over in your mind the sense of established strength, abundance, sorrow, and material works, creativity, thinking. Again, we've got that social interaction with others, other keywords here. So you just keep going that over and over again in your mind. Yes, you've got the keywords to the cards, but you're sort of developing a little bit further with understanding. You've got this established strength, abundance, sorrow, material works. So again, you've got that material aspects and work related. It's about having a work and working for material aspects. You've got the sense of creation, thinking, social interaction. So again, you've got that working in a group, isolation, feeling alone, solitude, social interaction, have interaction with her children or the children in some way. Maybe feeling very isolated and feeling alone in this journey, not feeling supported. So all those things that keep coming up in my brain to remember what these cards are on another level, another layer to bring into the reading maybe at some stage. Maybe not all the time, but it may come through in some way when you're doing a reading. Suddenly you've got that information coming through and it makes sense. So that's today's study guide with Tarot Guidance and Waterfall Tarot. Don't forget to check the links down below. Check the links on my channel. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded. Take care and blessed be.